Junkies. It's Half-Ass Model Garage. So it's What Did You Buy Wednesday? Hosted by Joe over at Big Sky Model Works. I have a few things I picked up just the other day. A couple of them are things that I wanted, and a couple of them are things that were recommended by another gentleman, and I think also Joe over at Modeling Corner. But Matt at Model and More, pretty cool guy. You know, if you're not sub to him, check him out. I'll have these guys linked in the description. And I also have a sad announcement on my group build for Dave over at Woody's Garage, the Rock and Roll on Wheels. A little setback. So we'll touch quickly on that because, like I said, I don't want to make this long. So without further ado, let's go to the stuff. All right. So the smalls. What did we buy Wednesday? All right. Not that. So, Matt over there at the Matt's Models and More, he was talking about a jewel picker that basically is like a silicone based washable and becomes its the stickiness again. God damn it! So you can tell I ain't recorded in a while, guys. So I seen him use it. I know about the wax pencils and stuff, but I didn't really want to buy one of those because I was afraid of residue. I know most of the stuff when you're using this, we're doing it at the end, but I thought this was a really cool thing, and it has two sizes on it, so I'm going to give it a shot. I've used vacuum pens, I've used other things, the tape method to do it, windshields from the inside or the outside, so, but I think this might be a little easier. We'll see. And, if it doesn't work, then I'll make another video saying, hey guys, I didn't quite like it, but that's just my opinion. And then these are glue applicators. Now I watched, is it Scale Model Experiments? I'm not sure, but I've seen people use this to apply your putty, whether it's a two-stage putty or just your Tamiya putty or whatever, and it works better as I've seen it being used, because I think the putty comes off of the silicone base that's on this too easier than trying to use toothpicks or popsicle sticks cut or some kind of applicator anyways. And the common we all need, I bought two. One's a 20-0, the other one's an 18-0. The very, very fine detail brushes, and like very fine. I misplaced mine in the batch of about 100 or better brushes in there. I cannot find it, so I bought two more, and I'm actually gonna put these in a different location. I actually thinking about 3D printing a carriage holder to hold the go-to brushes that we use all the time. Another thing that I've been procrastinating on, and I've been kind of starting to find a little bit of problems with my airbrush, even though I clean it right after everything, I disassembled it, and I noticed that there's certain residue in certain spots that didn't come off easy, so I bought a cleaning kit. Again, all this stuff comes from Hobby Lobby. I had to go for an MRI, and the Hobby Lobby was on the way home. So, but this is strictly for airbrush. Has all the bristles and stuff, and the fine reamer, I think it is. So, something that you guys should have if you have airbrushes. I mean, I will be buying an ultrasonic cleaner to make it a lot easier, but right now, not in my budget. Buying too many things. This also, I believe Matt posted this on his. I know Joe, um, over at Model Building Corner, he posted it. I've seen somebody else, you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that probably posted this, but I did pick up these needle applicators, mostly for my Instaset, and instead of spraying it, to be able to apply it. I'm kind of hoping to test and see if I can store the chrome and chrome pens or gold pens in one and see if it doesn't dry up, because I'd like to be able to just squirt out that paint when I'm doing just brush detail and not airbrushing. So pick those up. The only other thing I got from Hobby Lobby was I picked up the Monte Carlo Lowrider. I believe this is one of the new kits that have been released to the Hobby Lobby. Try to keep that glare off of it. By round 2, I did see another car there that was new, but not my cup of tea anyways. I got this because, and I might have this wrong, people can correct me in the comments if they want. I believe it's Leon at I Need My Garage Time, or it's the other one at, oh shit. And I thought I was doing my diligence to write down the things. I believe it's still Leon. I'm screwing up probably on the YouTube name, but he has a lowrider group build, and because I seen Joe's over at Model Building Corner, watching his videos and him building it. So maybe next year I'll be able to jump in on that group build with them. I do have some plans for next year's group builds list. I'm working on the 911 GT3 Porsche, and it'll be all 3D printed. That I'm working on for next year. And hopefully the Street Machine build, but we'll see, because I have a hard time finishing anything, it seems like, lately. So what happened to my group build? Well, if you can see, she's in primer again. Alright, so kind of a need to know for anybody who's new. I mean, I'm not new to model building, but I am new to all the supplies that are out there these days. So I had an awesome paint job on this for the black. And if you watch my video back when I did an update on it, I mean, it was nearly perfect. Well, I went to start doing, and actually, the fenders, the back fenders are kind of, I got dust on them, kind of okay, but what I was doing was I was painting the gold lines for the trim work, and these are still, which I'll explain that in a second. So I was trying to do these fenders. Well, of course, you're holding your model to try to paint the lines and everything, and then I had an issue, so I went to use a little bit of alcohol to take off the gold pen, and it kind of got all sticky, and I was like, why is it sticky? And then I started looking and noticing all my fingerprints were getting stuck in the paint. So in the purple pond she went, because there was nothing I could do to revive any of that. Come to find out, talking to Brian over at Got Fuels Models on the live stream, Now I used Alclad's 2 lacquer base coat. Come to find out, when you paint that, it's really designed, I guess, more for like if putting down that gloss black layer and then doing your chrome and stuff. Did not know that. Like I said, I'm learning. So if you do put it down as a base on here, you've got to use something to seal it, whether it's a one coat of clear or um, you're putting on another type of paint over it so that it locks it. And I believe his name is I don't know if it I don't want to say what his name was. I think it was initials TJ or TC in the live stream, and he said he had a similar problem in the past, and he says it can last up to 9 months before it cures out. Now I baked that too, guys, in my easy bake over there that everybody likes to call it, and I did that for 6 hours, and I thought it was good, and then I left it for 2 weeks because I wanted to make sure that that cured. Well, it didn't cure, guys. So if anybody out there does something like that, FYI, make sure you seal it or make sure you don't touch it at all, because that stuff, it doesn't dry. And actually, like I just said, I just picked that fender up to show you the gold stripes on that, and it's still sticky. So before, I'm gonna be careful putting those on because I don't want to strip those. It's really hard to do that gold stripe, and for me anyways, because I got neuropathy and I shake kind of like again, there we go with another name. So I'll put those on and then I'll be able to clear coat it and it should be all set. I won't have any problems. So basically all the parts that I got that have been painted and not sealed or anything, I'm trying not to handle them, keeping them, out of the way of things so that they don't get anything on them that will stick to it, because otherwise, yeah, everything's got to go. Well, the purple power is all gone. I'd have to try the totally awesome next, but so yeah, I'm babbling now, guys. But unfortunately, that was a setback. I'm still hoping to have this finished at least by July 4th. That's the deadline for the Hot Wheels Rock and Roll on Wheels by Dave. I'm hoping to have it done by then. I really wanted this done for Pamscom, but that's a week and a half away, I think, right now. And I still have some fine detail stuff still to finish. Like I said, guys, I really have a hard time finishing something. I end up building and then find something else I want to change on it and something else. I need to kind of stop changing midstream and just, I guess, let the project go as is. I don't know. I guess that's just me. I will be trying to bring at least 2 models to Panscom that I built a long time ago. They were a group build hosted by Rick over at Rusty Rotors. My memory is bad, guys. And I have a Chevelle that I did, and my girlfriend did the Nova. So we might take those. I believe she's going with me, so they'll kind of be hers is definitely pretty much box stock. Mine, I think I added fuel lines and maybe I did plug wires. I'm not sure. I have to look at it, but they're not perfect by far. I'm just bringing something. I'd love to bring my father's appreciation build, but he just left today for New England, and so there wasn't enough time to meet up to get it back to take it, because I think that was probably one of my one of my good builds, considering coming back to the hobby. You know, especially with all the bare metal foil that's on that car and everything. The Starliner is what I did. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, past videos are there. I know as soon as I kind of get some of this done, I will be doing a lot more on my diorama. That's something that I need to kind of get back in play. Plus, using, the reason I started building in the first place was supposed to be for um, videography, and I got to find a better mobile camera that I can use, whether I do use my phone or whatever, because I have stationaries for this. Uh, I mean, they branch out far enough that I might be able to do it, but I'm not sure. So, anyways, babbling. Stop babbling. All right, guys. I hope everybody has a pleasant week and an awesome weekend. If I see any of you guys in the live stream,